Dr. Gianni Tognoni, Secretary General of the Rome-based Permanent People's Tribunal. Thanks for joining us today.
It's an honor for me to be in touch with you at the interview.
Thank you. Horrific crimes, including bombing hospitals, schools, and civilian groups, are carried out by Turkish troops lately in Shengal by bombing the hospital with the drones. How would you comment on Turkey's war crimes?
Yeah, the problem, the great problem is today the de facto impunity of all war crimes, crimes against humanity. There is not a place where those issues should be discussed permanently, not as an really difficult case to organize, to present, to discuss. All the experience of the Permanent People Tribunal with all the documentation that war crimes, crimes against humanity during war are very, very well confirmed, but there is not a tribunal which is assuming that, and the International Criminal Court, unfortunately, is not able to address those cases because the statute is too difficult. And in this situation, there would be an important need for the application of the international jurisdiction in order not to go through international court, but at least as it has happened recently for the case in Argentina and Myanmar, that a state is in fact assuming the responsibility for criminal war. But the big problem is also doctrinally. What we need is really a reinterpretation, I say, of international law. I am not technically a lawyer, but a reinterpretation of what are the conditions of application of law today, because the impunity is so clear and universal that is not tolerable. But in fact, nobody is processed, and when people are processed, so much time has passed. We could see recently what has happened in Afghanistan, in all this situation. Is not only Turkey, is everywhere. Once you have declared that war is legal, and that is the dramatic situation today, we know that everything could happen during war, and that the first victim of war is truth. The truth in what happens, the truth with respect to the right of citizen and civil population. The statistics are full of data showing that practically the greatest majority of victims are civil society. Nobody is accused and even less judged for those affairs.
According to international conventions and war rules of war, the usage of drones and chemical weapons are banned. But these weapons are in use by Turkey on their war against Kurds in Kurdistan, especially on northern Iraq. Why do you think Europe is still keeping silent on these war crimes of Turkey that involved?
But the problem is that everybody is silent with respect to all the violation, internal and external violation of Turkey. But I think that it's important to imagine that there are not so many questions to be asked. There is an answer which has already given. Either dictatorships and what they are doing are liable and should be responsible with respect to a superior authority, which should be international law. But in that case, we should need a different structure of international legislation. Till we accept that war is something which could be conducted without declaring war against everybody, and using war is in fact violating systematically and structurally all what is forbidden. there is no instance where all those damage are in fact judged. If you see all what is happening in Israel, what is happening in Africa, is in Yemen, is all of those things are declared, and even more in Southeast Asia, Myanmar, declared crimes against humanity, forbidden, prohibited. There is the declaration that should be declared by whom and for what. Once you have prepared an article or journal which is declaring that something has happened, where is the tribunal which could really take the case in order to pronounce a judgment which is not simply technically valid, but which is really impossible, which requires really a continuity between what is said in a tribunal and what has happened in real life. And today we are in a situation where all the traditional characteristics of the rule of law are threatened, violated, and that is the situation. Turkey is a model case of violation for everything, but is a model case of full impunity for everything they are committing, and even more, those who are in fact accusing internally and externally, internally are put into prison, and externally are in fact simply constating that nothing is happening, irrespective of the seriousness of the proofs of the responsibility of Turkey.
What else needs to be done by politicians in Europe? Because I would like to mention that as well as the when we say Europe, the Germany and Britain are one of the two biggest arm traders to Turkey, and especially the Britain also supports Turkish. Uh, 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 Unnamed aerial vehicles program as well, which is drones basically. So what else needs to be done in that case in Europe to find a way to stop Turkey?
I think that you are obliging me to be repetitive. I think everything which happens in Turkey requires, in fact, a question, as you say, how, why, and the answer is always the same. Turkey is too important for the military position they have, and it's so important in order to serve as an excuse for migration for Europe. Is so critical for the alliance between Russia and the USA or the conflict. And in that sense, Erdogan is considered a pure dictator. Even our prime minister, which is a person who has no clear political capacity, willingness to declare political, has declared that Erdogan is known as a dictator, and that is known as a dictator, and so that is violating formally, officially, all the, but is in fact the one which is now also for the Afghanistan case, the one of the critical protagonists, because everybody is really fearing for the immigrants, these risks for all the regions are clear, and Erdogan is a key player, and in that sense, all the rest becomes second order priority.
Dr. Gianni Tognoni, Secretary General of the Rome-based Permanent Pupils Tribunal, thanks for joining us. Thank you for your valuable comments today.
Okay, thanks a lot. Sorry for the various problems. I hope what I said is not too repetitive, is certainly coherent with what is happening in Turkey. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.